What's up, cozy gaming besties? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Liv and I am a recording artist, and I also create lots of fun cozy content around the internet on TikTok at Liv Charette as a gamer, as well as on Instagram at Liv Charette. So definitely go check those out for your daily dose of cozy content, from cozy gaming to books to just lifestyle in general, etc, etc. Today I'm going to be doing the cozy gamer tag. Now this is a tag that's been going around the internet for a little while, actually probably a few years at this point, but I just stumbled upon it and I thought it would be fun to jump in on the little past trend, maybe make it a more current trend, and just get to know each other better. I tried to find the original creator of this trend. I believe it was my girl Cozy K, but if not, please tag the original creator below because I'd love to give them credit. I took some inspo from their questions, but I also added a few new ones just for funsies. Today I'm going to be talking about all things gaming, all things cozy gaming. There'll be some game recommendations and also just some fun little tidbits about me in respect to gaming, as well as what inspired me to begin this content creation journey in the cozy gaming space. I feel like a lot of my TikTok fam knows me pretty well, and I definitely feel like my YouTube fam here, we gotta get to know each other a little bit better. So be sure to check out the questions below. I'll have them all written out for you so that you can answer them as well in the comments. I would love to know all your answers on these as well. Let's keep the conversation going. Well, let's jump straight into it. Let's do the cozy gamer tag. I'm really excited. The first question is, what is your gamer tag? My gamer tag is literally so not original, and it is at Liv Charette is a gamer. The reason why I chose this tag for social media specifically is that I already have an official page. It's either at Liv Charette on Instagram or at Liv Charette official on TikTok, and that is my verified TikTok page. So I wanted something that was easily searchable. So when you type in my name, at Liv Charette comes up, as well as at Liv Charette as a gamer comes up. But also I just thought it was kind of funny to just sort of state the obvious. When and why did you start creating gaming content? Specifically talking about my content creation journey, I feel like I've been creating content literally forever, since social media was kind of relevant in a way to market yourself. I, of course, am a recording artist, so social media is a tool that we use to get our music out. But as far as specifically gaming content creation, I started my page on TikTok over a year and a half ago. It'll be 2 years come the end of March, I believe, which is crazy to think. This content creation journey of creating gaming content and cozy lifestyle content specifically has been such a blessing in my life. Not only getting to connect with other gamers and other people that are passionate about gaming and just getting to share my love every single day for it, but just getting to work with the brands that I've gotten to work with have been just dream brands that I could have never imagined in a million years getting to work with, like the Nintendos of the world and Xbox. It's just been such a dream come true. I started this page just as a fun escape and a way of sharing my passion of gaming in the hopes of creating a community, and it's been so cool to just see that community grow and flourish. I think that the cozy gaming community is one of the best communities ever. I think that overall it's a very positive community, and I think that we just really enjoy sharing our love for gaming with one another, sharing our favorite games, and I just think that that is such a cool thing. So my goals in creating this content has literally been to find my people, no matter where they are. I don't have that many friends in real life that play games. I've definitely inspired a few to get a Nintendo Switch for themselves, and you know, I'm slowly working on all of them, but in all reality, I really wanted to connect with people that just love the things that I loved. What was your first console? My first console, which I feel is like the same for so many millennials, was the Nintendo 64. I feel around the same time I also got my first handheld device, which was a Game Boy Color. My first N64 game was Diddy Kong Racing. I literally wore that game out. I hear no one ever really talking about that game, but yes, I own so many fun Nintendo 64 games. I still have my Nintendo 64. It's just a prized possession to me. How did you get into gaming? Honestly, funny enough, my family doesn't have that many gamers in it. Literally me and my first cousin are the only gamers that I really know about, but I feel like everybody's a gamer nowadays. Like if you play an iPad game or an iPhone game, you are a gamer. I said it. But honestly, growing up, I didn't have that many people around me that played video games. It's kind of funny because my parents gave me a Nintendo 64 without me probably even knowing what a Nintendo 64 even was at that young age. I was like a toddler, but they did something. They really did. They started my love for gaming. So thanks, parents. From getting that first console and my first Game Game Boy. I think my love just began through that. We did a lot of traveling growing up, and for me, it was always a special time to go out and buy a game. Every time we'd go on a trip, my mom would say, you can get a new game or two for the airplane. And so gaming just kind of became a thing that I always did. I don't remember a time in my life when I wasn't gaming. And some of my first initial like childhood memories are of playing video games. How would you describe your gaming style? Cozy. I didn't know that cozy gaming was a thing until probably 2020, when I feel like this term just kept getting mentioned over and over again. I found some of my favorite creators talking about cozy gaming, and I was like, wait, does that mean? Is that what I am, a cozy gamer? I think so, because I like those games that you're talking about. I've always leaned more into the cozy genre, I would say, though I do love a lot of different genres. I love big adventure games. I love racing games. I sometimes find those games to be cozy, which is why I think that cozy gaming is not exactly a genre of gaming. It's more of a feeling. And I say that in my videos all the time because what might be cozy to you might not be cozy to me, and vice versa. But I would just say that I'm more of a casual gamer. I love games that are usually low stress depending, but sometimes I do like a good combat game to get out that cathartic relief. So I'm just a mood gamer, I guess, all in all. Mood gaming, I play what I feel like, and I just hope to find games that I absolutely love. That's the end goal. Describe your perfect cozy gaming setting. I mean, I kind of feel like I have the vibes going on right now. I love that people have really cute PC gaming setups. I personally have a gaming laptop and I have an iMac, and I do like to work at my desk, but I don't particularly love to game at my desk. And I just find I'm more comfortable when my bum is on the couch, I'm covered in a blankie, and I have a nice huge screen with no makeup on, got my glasses on, maybe some candles lit, some snacks, a hot beverage, whether that's a coffee, a cappuccino, a tea. Really, there's nothing better than that. And also my Govee lights. I find those just add to the ambiance, and I'll turn them on the setting where they match the actual game, like what's going on in the game, and the lights change. It's just a whole vibe. I'm all here for the RGB. I'm a true like gamer girl at heart, where it's like the more lights the better. Just adds to the overall atmosphere. Do you prefer to play solo games or multiplayer games? I just like games. I don't care, really, honestly. I think I'm more of a solo gamer. I tend to play on my own more, and I really love adventure games for that reason. Those are the games I tend to lean towards, like Hogwarts Legacy type games, or the very far from cozy Elden Ring type games, or Jedi Survivor. I play a lot of those games on my own, and I really do enjoy just like a big, huge world type of game. But I really enjoy sharing my love for gaming, and I love playing with friends. I am the designated gamer of the group, where I bring the party games. I bring the Switch games to the hangout. So the Mario parties, Mario Kart, just anything that, you know, maybe that person doesn't own. I always bring my Switch to really any hangout, just in case we decide we want to have a little gaming sesh. There are so many amazing multiplayer games, and I think that it's a really fun way to connect with people and have fun and find games that are great for all levels of gamers. So literally solo or multiplayer, I'm having a good time, but for the cozy aspect, for the self-care aspect, I would say solo gaming. What is your current cozy gaming obsession? I recently made a video about this for my TikTok, but Cult of the Lamb. It's hilariously good. In this game, you play as a cult leader, and you have to gain little followers. You feed them, you make sure they're taken care of, but then there's also a little bit of a dark side when they don't cooperate. It's a wild time, really crazy, and I can't recommend this enough. What is a cozy game that you will always recommend? I feel like my go-to cozy game recommendation is always Disney Dreamlight Valley, because I personally think that it is a really good balance of cozy elements like farming, fishing, mining, gathering, oh, and decorating, like those little tedious tasks. I also think that it keeps people's interest because it's very quest-based. So I think that that element about it tends to appeal to a lot of people. And also like Disney. I mean, who doesn't want to play a Disney game? I love the nostalgia that this game brings me. I think that it's really fun, and I love that they're always releasing new updates, so there's always something to look forward to. I also think it's a great recommendation because on the scale of price ranges, I guess, for games, this is a pretty economically friendly game, especially for what you're getting. There's so much content, like literally so much content in this game that the $40 is more than worth it in my personal opinion. And like I said, they just keep adding more. So I don't know many games you can get that are that intricate that are $40 nowadays. Everything's like 80 bucks. A game that you have a love-hate relationship with, cozy or otherwise. I talked a little bit about this before, but Elden Ring. I'm new to my Elden Ring journey, and I've got to say the amount of times that I have rage quit this game, it's a lot. It's a lot at this point. Yeah, actually. I love it so much. I love, like I said, huge adventure games and big open worlds. This game is huge, literally so huge. I haven't even touched a fraction of the map, and I've played for many, many hours at this point, but I am just not always the best when it comes to combat, especially like strategic combat, and it's very unforgiving in a lot of ways, and you'll like respawn like a million miles away. So parts of that game definitely get under my skin and make me rage quit. But when I take a little break and come back to it, like I love it all over again. It's just certain little aspects that make the game really challenging. I wish I could, you know, put it on like a cozy mode, but it's just not available with this game. Still worth it though, still worth it. What is one of your favorite games that you love to replay? This is tough. Oh my God, my eye twitching. I don't even know what's going on. What's funny is that a lot of people will say that this game is not replayable. Like, I am part of a few Facebook groups for this game. Nerd alert. But honestly, a lot of people have complained that they find this game is not replayable, and I'm just like, I don't feel that. I think all games are replayable. Like, do you remember when you were a kid and you replayed the same games over and over and over and over and over again? Like, since when did a big one-player adventure open world game become not replayable? Last time I checked, if you own it, you can replay it. Anyway. Hogwarts Legacy. I love replaying this game, and I love that you can choose a different house each time, and that each house has a separate quest that is different from the other, so you have something to look forward to. It just warms my heart. I'm a Harry Potter fan through and through, and I think that this game is just magical. What is your go-to snack for gaming? I mean, let's be real. Cozy gaming equals snacks. If you're not accompanied by snacks, are you really cozy gaming correctly? I think not. Same goes for a hot beverage, or just a beverage in general. My go-to snack is okay, I'm gonna say one of three things. In the salty department, popcorn. Your girl lives for some popcorn. And goldfish crackers. Yeah. Pepperidge Farms, I'm your girl. Like, literally, I've eaten so many goldfish in my life. It's just a comfort snack. If I'm craving something a little bit sweeter, I will go for the True Fruit chocolate covered strawberries. I've eaten so many of these in the last year. It's actually insane. Pro tip, go to Costco. They sell the big bags. You'll have enough for like a month. Highly recommend. So good. Just the right amount. Just the right amount of sweet when you need a little something. Perfect cozy gaming snacks. Daytime gaming or nighttime gaming? I'm anytime gaming, like period. I don't care what time it is, morning, night, middle of the night. No, like for real, I don't game in the middle of the night. I don't. No, honestly, I love playing games whenever, wherever I have time. But I would say that my ideal time to game is probably in the evenings, because that's when I'm usually done working, when I'm looking to unwind, when I'm looking to relax. And I just think that the evenings are the perfect time to do that. I also just love the overall like ambiance of playing in the evening when the sun's gone down. You know, all the vibes that this room brings, the Gobi lights on, the little game over sign, maybe one of those like star projectors. I just think you see the screen better, more vibrant, pops more. I don't know, but really I will game anytime, like during the weekends or whatever, but evening, just there's something about it. And for the last question, what are some games on your TBP, to be played, that's what I like to call it, for 2025. One of my most anticipated games is called Split Fiction. I'm so stoked for this game because it's by the same developers as It Takes Two, and that's just been one of my all-time favorite games for the last several years because it's just so good. It's so good. I love a good co-op game, and these games just do it so well. So I'm really excited that this is going to be their new release this year. It's set to release sometime in March. I forget the exact date, but I'll put it up on screen. What's so cool about this game though is the story, and I'm not usually that driven by necessarily a story. honestly, like I'm more about the gameplay, and if the game itself is fun, I think a story just like enhances a game. But this one, I am so intrigued. We have two female authors that are the main characters in this game. One of the authors writes science fiction novels and the other one writes fantasy novels, and you kind of get Jumanji'd into their novels. So we're talking worlds with fantasy, magical dragon vibes, as well as worlds that are set in more of a sci-fi setting. So you got the mix of like fantasy and sci-fi and that switching off. I just think that it's so cool. This might be my most anticipated release. I'm also hoping to get my hands on a Switch 2 this year. It's coming out, I think, in the first quarter or second quarter of this year. Really stoked about that. I've owned my Switch since like 2018, I want to say, and I held off on getting the OLED, so this will be a really nice upgrade, and I'm stoked to play some of the new titles on there. There's a new Mario Kart coming out, stoked about that, and then there's a new ukulele game coming out. I'm a huge fan of this franchise because they also made Banjo-Kazooie, and Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favorite games growing up, and ukulele brings that energy on Switch 2. It's going to be an amazing year for us cozy gamers. That's a wrap. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you got to know me just a little bit better, that we got to nerd out a little bit over cozy games, and that maybe you got a couple of suggestions from this video of games that you want to check out. Also, I want to get to know you better, so definitely answer those questions below. I'll have them all written out for you. Answer however many you want. Let's get the conversation going and just nerd out about cozy games, because that's what we're all here for. Am I right? Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next week. Love you guys so much. Bye.